Welcome to your Networth's Network. I'm your host, Corey McNabb, and this is a networking podcast where we bring people up, we talk about their business, we talk about their lives, and we talk about whatever really they want to talk about. Um, all because, my goal in life is to rise to a place of excellence, and I want to bring you with me. So, that being said, let's bring up our special guest, Miss Emily Bowe.
Hi.
Hey, Emily, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. So, Emily, go ahead and just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. So I joined Sub2 about 3.5 months ago, and I started as an integrator. I joined two teams actually. Then I have already exited the two teams because I realized that that's not where my passion is, and I love connecting with people. I do have a series within the Sub2 community, which is Who is Who in Sub2 with Emily Bowe. So I love connecting with people. So that's basically one of the things I do every day. I connect to two, sometimes three uh, a day, during the weekdays. And the other thing that I'm doing is basically underwriting. Underwriting is very important because ultimately, the reason why I go into real estate because I want to build my long-term wealth. And I am a data scientist, which means that data speaks to me. I need to know the number makes sense to me. So that's why I have been really capitalizing learn how to underwrite, and I also have my own YouTube channel basically just solely devoted to underwriting. So I do live underwriting nowadays. It's probably once a week. At the beginning I was doing it like every day, and I might scale up a bit more, like maybe two or three like a week. So I have done single family home underwriting. I have also been doing multifamily home underwriting.
Nice. Okay. So I know what you mean by underwriting, but if for those people that are watching that, maybe they're looking to get into real estate and they're like, what are you talking about underwriting? Like, how would you describe? I know you said it's important, but how would you describe underwriting and its importance?
So underwriting is basically some that you will need to look at a deal that you are going to invest your money to see if you can actually make money from by investing your money into this deal. So the typical is say uh, the monthly income that you can generate from this property, either single family home or multi-family home, then minus all the expenses that can possibly happen with this property. Then the difference between the two will be your cash flow. And so that's more or less think about on a monthly cash flow basis. But then there are also some other metrics. Basically, you are looking at cash on cash return. So if you are putting 100K, what's your annualized return of the 100K that you put into? Some people they want to they want to see at least 8%. Some of them they want to see at least 12%, and some of them they're even more ambitious. They want to see 20%. But it's all based on what kind of investment opportunity you have in front of you. So that's just a metric for you to kind of compare. Okay, if this investment is better than the other investment for you, and again, and also based on this cash on cash return, it also comes with different risk. So if higher risk, you'll probably have higher return. But if a lower risk, then you probably have more or less of the guaranteed return. So it really depends on the individual.
Okay. And so you're underwriting other people's deals or only your own?
For single family home, I'm underwriting really just the deals I found from Sub2 within our Sub2 Facebook group. And for multifamily home deals, I found because of the non-disclosure, um, the NDA agreement, so I cannot underwrite deals that comes to me off markets. I can only underwrite deals from the public record, which is like the LoopNet. So that's just on market deals, and most of them they're just not very good deals. So
Yeah, I can see that. All right. Okay, so when it comes to underwriting, um, what what would be the I guess the most important thing that you look for when you're underwriting a deal, or is it just all super important?
um, I think it really depends on the investor. I mean, I can underwrite a deal capitalizing on certain things, but then some other investor they may capitalizing on some other stuff. And to me, it's really which investment I can make the most money out, and while also within my own risk tolerance. So,
Okay,
mhm.
so because I am curious, I'm trying to learn a little bit of underwriting myself, um, but it may not be my cup of tea. We're trying to figure that out. So, for someone who wants to be an underwriter, um, is there certain qualities or traits that you think they might need in order to excel at it, or can anybody do this?
I feel like anybody can do it as long as you like number, you like analytical work, you like to vet the number, because a lot of times you just cannot take the number as it is, especially in in the multifamily space. Even in the single family, it depends on different access strategy that you have. You actually need to go out to engage with the brokers, engage with the property managers, and even engage with your GC, general contractor, to get different numbers and have some check and balance to see, hey, I get this quote from this person, I get this quote from this person. If the number looks similar, if it is, then maybe that's the number. Then if not, then why there is a difference? What kind of assumption goes behind? So yeah, I would say as long as you love number, you like more like investigation work, and that will be your cup of tea.
Gotcha. Okay. So you're not always just sitting behind a desk then. You're actually out there on the ground or in the field, right?
Right now, no, I haven't came across any deals that worth my time to go and talk to people yet.
Gotcha.
I'm also only 3.5 months into sub two, and actually, the other thing I haven't touched on, part of my introduction, why I want to do underwriting. Yes, I want to learn, build my long-term wealth, and ultimately I want to use my underwriting skills to raise capital. I want to tell people this is a golden deal. Why? That's the number, and that's why it's worth your money. So that's where, I mean, ultimately I want to be a capital raiser by using my underwriting skills.
Ah, okay. Gotcha. Okay, cool. So you haven't been in sub two that long. That's great. You're not far behind me. I joined October of last year. So already sounds like you're crushing it. I see your posts all the time. So way to go. Um, and I definitely know who I'm going to go to when I have underwriting questions now. So that's awesome. That being said, if you're watching this and you're thinking about getting an underwriting and you have questions, reach out to Emily. Her Instagram's right there, right next to her name. So reach out to her. Right, that is your Instagram, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, reach out to her. She may not have every single answer, but I can tell like she's a smart woman. She knows she can answer your question. So cool. Um, is there anything else you want to add? I know you've got to run here in a little bit. It's a busy Monday. I totally get it. But is there anything else you want to kind of hit on, talk about?
Well, I do have another like 45 minutes to go. So
Oh,
we
okay.
can,
So it's not as soon as I thought. Okay, cool.
no, it's like, yes, no, probably because we're on different time zone. I'm in PST. So,
Gotcha. Yep. I'm on the other side.
okay. Yeah. The stuff I want to touch on. Okay. I would say for anyone who say if and for anyone in the real estate journey, they feel stuck, they don't know what to do. Don't beat you up yourself for that. I think the key is really connecting with people. I think as the podcast network is your net worth. So sometimes you may need to talk to 50 people to find someone you actually see that you may be able to work with. But you don't know these 49 people that you have talked to, as long as you genuinely leave a good impression to them, you never know. They may bring opportunity to you down in the road. So for anyone, if they haven't found their niche yet, spend time connecting with people. That's very important. And make them feel like you truly value their time. You truly respect what they can bring. Like you truly respect the fact that they get to spend this half an hour or 1 hour with you. So make them feel good about themselves. That's very important. And try to get into the conversation thinking what I can learn from this person. Talking about them rather than about you. Listening, a good listener is very important.
Yep, I definitely agree with that. That is one of the skills I'm working on is listening, which is part the reason that I made the podcast is because I literally have to listen to you to come up with my questions. None of this. Well, I say not none of this. Most of this podcast for y'all watching is not scripted. I got the beginning and then the last 5, 6 questions that is totally scripted, but everything else is just by the seat of your pants. So that builds that listening skill. So I know you're underwriting deals from that you're finding on the Sub2 Facebook page, correct?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Are you want to become a capital raiser, but are you looking to buy properties yourself, or are you just trying to help out wholesalers? Well, what's kind of your plan?
No, I don't. I was in two wholesale teams as integrator, and I definitely don't feel at first. And first of all, most of the wholesale teams they don't need an underwriter. They don't need a full time underwriter. If they have that, it's like too many people need to slice the pie. They don't have much profit left to themselves. And so I'm not. Yeah, so that being said, probably my underwriting skill probably not the best fit for any wholesale teams, and I I will be interested in buying properties, but I need to because I have been sub two for a while now, so I know what kind of return I can get from my money. So most of the multifamily deals out there, say for limited partner, I don't think the return is very attractive to me. And the single family home, I live in San Diego, which means that if I want to buy anything, it will be out of states. I don't want to deal with it, even though I know I can hire a property manager. But if it's in my home, my own property, I will at least have to fly there once or twice a year. I don't have that motivation unless I know the exit strategy is excellent, give me excellent cash flow, but with the current market, even someone can killing it for $5,000 cash flow on midterm rental, but it's not guaranteed on all 12 months. There will be up and downs. And I don't want to deal with that kind of headache. And short-term rental, I feel like there are a lot of regulation and stuff. It's we don't know if the short-term rental property can cash flow now. It will cash flow 2 or 3 years from now. And long-term rental is just I just don't think it's worth my time. So yeah, so in terms of buying property, that's what I can share. So generally I would like to use my underwriting skill as well as my that I can raise capital for really big deals so that I can get equity percentage out of it.
Okay, so ultimately, you want to be a capital raiser for large multifamily deals or like
Or
businesses,
developments.
developments. Okay, I got you.
I'm not into business yet. It's too much information to soak, and plus I don't have much of the business background, even though I work for an insurance company. I know a little bit of insurance, but most of the business that people are acquiring, like from the people I have connected to, is like laundromats. Okay, I have no idea about laundromats. I don't know if I want to spend the time in learning. It's like any business or any deal that you want to invest, it's like you need to vet the deal, understanding its business model, how you know that you can give you cash flow in the future. And people talk about ROI, return of investment. The investment is not only your capital, but it's also your time. And also there's something I would say, peace of mind. Like that's something that it's people don't talk about as much. Say with PMLs, like I have talked to people, they say they don't want to do it because people are always late on money, always. So if you don't get your money back, um, for another 2 months, but it's due today, but you will not get your money back for another 2 months or even longer. That 2 months, how many nights that you will not be able to sleep well because you know your money is out in somewhere else, and then you don't even know you can get it back. That's kind of peace. Like what's the capital on that? So yeah, so that's where I am. I am not rushing into invest my own capital. I'm not rushing to get any deal. I think right now, like my stage is really learning a skill, which is underwriting and building relationships, so that I can find people who are solid. I can I can actually rinse and repeats and partner with.
Okay, so I want to make sure I got this down. So you're focusing on learning the skill, and that skill right now is underwriting, correct? Which you're planning on using your underwriting to um, fuel, I guess, your capital raising business.
Mhm, mhm.
And then from capital raising on large development, that's how you're planning on making an income, correct?
Correct, correct. So
Gotcha. Because I was curious. I was like, how are you planning to use underwriting to make money? But now it makes sense. When it comes to the peace of mind thing, I can see where you're coming from. The only thing I would say to that is that when you are waiting for your money to come back and you have that like, oh gosh, what is my money doing? It's out there. That's also an opportunity to learn. Well, how could I do this better next time? Right. And so you gain so much experience from those, not necessarily mistakes, right? Not all of them you can control. You do the best you can. But if you go at it with the mentality of this is a lesson, you can figure out how you can improve it next time. So,
I agree. I agree. But there is also a calculated risk or just purely foolish decision. I think I heard from this small investor meetup I hosted on Friday from this guy, very experienced investor. Uh, Say if you drive 90 miles for to a place that is 20 miles away from you, on a sunny day, less traffic, not the peak hours, you'll probably be able to make it without getting a ticket. But if you drive on a rainy day, dark, a lot of traffic, yeah, that's just called foolish. So that's I think where I am. It's I think I really like what Jill Jensen talked about her experience being in PML. What she did, her first deal, she just found the best of the best to lend her money to, so that she learned from it. So people can say just go and take action and make mistake, come back, but then there are also stuff that you really need to, there are resources out there. It's just up to you if you want to leverage it, if you want to partner with some of the best, but then you really just don't make much money out of it. But it's okay. It's your educational experience. You learn from the best, you know how you can protect your money, and then the next deal on you can probably be able to make more money.
yeah, no, that's good advice. Uh, I like that little analogy you gave about the driving. Um, awesome. Well, Emily, that's pretty much all I got. I do have a few questions for you that we ask every podcast. So first, what made you decide to be on the podcast today?
That's a good question. I think I generally love connecting with people. So it's either on podcast or not on podcast. I think I generally welcome as long as it works for my schedule. And second, I have my own YouTube channel, so which means I know the power of social media, and that's probably another vital reason why I am here.
Okay, yeah, making those clones, you know. Awesome. So then I know you're doing some underwriting. So why aren't we doing business?
Why aren't we doing business?
Yeah, why are we not doing business already?
We are because I didn't know you before this.
Well, see, that's my fault. I should have reached out a long time ago. So I apologize.
No, I
Awesome.
think it's like all the connection. So that's why I say connecting with people is a vital part of my REI routine every day. Is really connecting with people, learn from them, and also identify potential partners that you can work with.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I totally get it. Um, so outside of underwriting, what would you say your strengths are in business or just in life in general?
People say I'm pretty good at writing up the post after I connecting with people, being able to really extract the strengths from someone and just put it out there.
Okay. Awesome.
That's what people said about me. I don't say I'm that good being a listener. I should definitely improve on that. But if that's what they say, I guess I'm good enough to be able to write a post about someone.
Well, yeah, I've seen some of your posts, and I can definitely say that you're better at it than I am.
Thank
Uh,
you.
I'll get super hype in the first like sentence, and then I'm pretty much like check out the podcast. I don't know what else to say. So on the flip side of that, then Emily, what would you say one of your weaknesses are?
I am a very direct person. Sometimes it works well for certain personality, but it may not work very well for others. So I think I should really learn to tailor my communication depends on the person. But then it's also take time for you to know someone.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I'm still trying to figure it out because ultimately, if we're in business, we're all entrepreneurs. Time is so limited. And but then how you can actually read a person like very just within the just a few sentences into the conversation, you kind of know the person's style and trying to quickly tailor that. I would love it. I think pace Morby is definitely one of them. So that's something I would love to improve upon.
Absolutely, absolutely, and I couldn't agree more. So, Emily, what is something you need help with that will help you make money in the next 30 days?
I want to get exposed to good juicy deals. I haven't come across any.
Okay. Single family, multifamily, anything?
Probably not in single family. As I said, I don't think single family is scalable, and multifamily, yes, but depends on the deal. I haven't came across any,
Okay.
so
All
that
right.
doesn't get me excited to go and raise capital.
Gotcha. All right. So if you're watching this and you have a big, juicy multifamily deal, reach out to Emily. All right. Or me, but Emily will underwrite it. She'll handle it. I might be willing to partner depending on the deal. We'll see. Cool. So, last thing, Emily, where can people reach you? I see they got your Instagram there. Is there another place that you'd want people to contact you?
Yeah, so the handle Emily the Underwriter is the same for my YouTube channel, my Facebook page, as well as my Instagram. So people can reach out to me for all three from all three channels. And please support my YouTube channel so that and also give me feedback in terms of what kind of content that my audiences wants to see so that I can tailor it. That would just get me more excited in terms of, oh yeah, I can underwrite this. I can maybe I can share with you how to underwrite single family on home deals for this exit strategy or stuff like that. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely go follow, like, and subscribe Emily's YouTube and, blow her up, make her famous. Awesome. Well, Emily, that's pretty much all I've got. Is there anything else you want to say before we wrap this up?
I think I want to give some advice to fellow newbies like me is really focus on building relationship as well as learning a skill before a deal. Don't rush into a deal. And when you have these two things solid, the deals will just flow to you. You will be able to make money then. So be patient.
That's some good advice. If you're a newbie, listen to it. I'm serious. Awesome. Emily, I really appreciate you coming on the show today. And, I appreciate you taking the time out of your day. I know it's a busy schedule. So, yeah, thank you so much, honestly.
Thank you. Thank you,
All
Corey,
right.
for having me today. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. It's been a joy. All right, so I'm gonna send you to the back and finish this thing up. All righty.
Okay, sounds
All right.
good.
Well, guys, that's our show. That's today. Jeez, I mean, Emily, she's obviously super smart. She can underwrite your deal. Again, if you've got a nice, fat, juicy multifamily deal, I love how she words it. I don't know why, but I just do. Go to Emily. Reach out to her. She'll get it underwritten. She might even help raise capital for it. But yeah, so awesome. That's it. Like and subscribe to the show. We got another one coming out next week, and I'm super pumped about it. Any comments, stances, questions, concerns, I'll look at them. Doesn't mean I'll listen to them, but I will look at them. Awesome. Well, until next time, have a wonderful day.